All right, so I'm gonna try to capture some car project that I'm doing. Uh, this is Sadophia's workshop. Uh, Over here is a 2008 Mercedes-Benz E350. And, you know, my wife drives like somebody's chasing her. So recently she bumped this tire into the pavement. The tire got bubble in it. If you look over down here, that's how much damage the pavement did to the rim itself. But I had to change this tire. So I recently changed all four tires under the car, and I have insurance on it, but the insurance expired in May, and then fast forward October, this happened. So I had to pay for this tire all over again, but I only had to replace one tire. I want you to take a look at this wooden structures down here. This wooden pieces, I'm going to talk about them later when I get under the car. There's something under the car that I want you to see before I can tell you about those wooden pieces, but that's for later. And so now I'm going to try to capture what I'm doing under the car. I'm replacing the drive shaft of Mercedes E350 2008. This is brought about by necessity. I didn't want to do it, but I also didn't want to pay the money that the dealership wanted for me to pay to do it. And so after that bump, the car started making some rattling noise, especially at low speed. And so I took the car, changed the tire, and I told them to check what the noise is. They said the drive shaft is about to fall off. And they're like, you shouldn't drive the car. And I was like, okay, but how much would it cost? $3,500. And so I said, no. I'm going to try to do this. And so I looked up some YouTube videos. The one that scared me the most was some three guys. They were doing everything possible. And one of them got a gush on his forehead. So I was like, no, I don't think I'll do this. I just have to pay this $3,000, $3,500 to the dealership and do it. And let them do it. But then out of curiosity, I wanted to check how much the parts and stuff is. And I went on eBay and I'm seeing prices like $135 for the whole assembly drive shaft. And so from $130 to $3,500, the dealership is trying to make bank on me. So I said, no, let me look into how this can be done. And so follow me. I'm about to show you. All right. So under here, this is the stuff for later. I'll tell you about this. All right. But to do this job, when you come down here, make sure you have a good jack stand to prop your car up. All right. This shield here, I don't know if you can see it. I'm so close to the bottom that I don't know if I'm really showing stuff well. But this shield here, from this angle, this is the bottom of the car. So just think about this shield is covering up the exhaust. Is going all the way to the back, if you can see it. Okay. Some of the videos that I saw on YouTube said you have to take off the exhaust. By the way, I couldn't find any video for E350. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. I haven't done a YouTube video of my repairs. I do my own repairs at home. I'm not a mechanic, so I don't usually put anything up online, but I couldn't find anything for E350. So this is why I'm doing this particular video. All right, so from down here where you can raise the car with a jack stand, there's a panel right next to it. This panel is the only thing I took off. I want to show you what I did, because a lot of people talked about taking a lot of stuff off. People talk about dropping the exhaust pipes. People talk about taking down the transmission, which is this is the beginning of the transmission. The rest of it is under this panel that I'm talking about. But all I did was take this panel off, and the drive shaft is this monstrosity here, okay? I'm gonna try to wiggle it so you can feel the amount of play in it. Yeah, that's how much play is in it. Some of it came from wear and tear, but when my wife hit that pavement, she helped it out. And so there's so much play in it, so when you're driving, you're hearing that kind of rattling noise. And so right now, I'm gonna pause this video. I'm gonna take this shield off, and then I get to this monstrosity, like I wanna call it. Now, take note, this thing has two bolts to it. This one, that's two, and there's two behind it. So 4 total on this side. And then the other side, which is under this thing here, has the same thing, 4 bolts. So once I take this panel off, I'll come back and continue the video.